Commission to recommend reconsideration of United Postal Service Incorporated UPS special use permit application. Ms. Perry.
A change to the special use permit application proposed by UPS occurred after the Planning Commission issued a recommendation of denial on January 19th. After a meeting with town staff on February 13th, UPS presented a major change to the application. Council is requested to refer back to the Commission the special use permit application by UPS to reconsider and review this change.
Mr. Mayor, I move the council refer to the Planning Commission the special use permit application from United Parcel Service Inc. Ups for further consideration and review due to the major changes within the site plan.
Second. Motion second. Discussion?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. The major change that to the special use permit, other than, is the major change the fact that they intend to use the property just for employee parking and the smaller brown trucks without the fence? Is that the major change to the special
No,
use?
about tractors and trailers. No tractors and trailers.
So that's the revised version of it.
Yes.
So it has to be, so the recommendation is to go back to Planning Commission because they are revised the special use permit? Is that why? In other words,
In
they can't just...
the last work session, Councilman T-Wall suggested that we send it back to planning simply because he, as many council members, align themselves with the planning and their decisions that they give us recommendations. And their recommendation at this point was denial. And he felt sending it back to planning, let them review the tractor and trailer, employee parking, whatever changes they need to make to bring it back to the council to maybe get a heads up or a thumbs up from the planning. Is that pretty much correct, Gene?
Yeah, pretty much. They made some changes. Since they're not going to use it for the tractor trailer, they're going to remove the fence that they proposed in the first application, and then some other things that they're going to do with the new application. And I felt that it would be better for us to follow the recommendation of the Planning Commission, and that's why I prefer to send it back to them, let them make that recommendation.
Does it, and I apologize for those who don't know, I missed that work session, but does it still need a special use permit if it's just going to be for
Yes.
parking?
Yes. Because it's separate properties from the UPS property. And they're going to be parking package trucks occasionally.
Because of the small brown trucks?
Yep.
But I thought it only applied to the tractor trailers. Is that not correct?
Doug, correct me if I'm wrong, but the property of the shopping center is for shopping center customers, not as a parking lot. That's what's prompting the SUP, UPS.
Well, this is a separate lot from the UPS facility proper, and in order for them to use this separate lot for parking, they would need a special use permit, and they would need a special use permit regardless. So they are now willing to move and have suggested they are willing to move the tractor trailer parking completely off out of town. And the Planning Commission did not have the opportunity to weigh in on that proposal. So because of that, Mr. T-Walt proposed to send it back to the Planning Commission, but UPS would still need a special use permit if it is approved.
So, but is it not currently zoned to C1 district?
I'll have to defer to Mr. Camp.
Jeremy, is the C1?
I guess that's the real thing of what I'm trying to get at is, if it's a C1 zoning district, I'm not exactly sure, and they're only going to be parking employee parking and UPS or non-tractor trailers, why it still requires the special use permit.
It is C1. The C1 district requires a special use permit for both commercial sites, which are a standalone use, not associated with some other use on the site, and it requires a special use permit for distribution centers.
Okay.
So being that this is an expansion of the distribution center and also an independent use of parking on the property, not related to another principal use on the property, it would be a commercial parking lot, so it would require a special use permit.
Okay, and then their revision that they gave on February 13th, was that at the request or as a suggestion from the planning commission originally? We don't want tractor trailers there, et cetera, which is the reason why they came back with the employee parking and small ground.
I think they were trying to find a way, something that worked, and I know that the planning commission had a great deal of concern about the tractor trailers and also about the noise in the late hours, being that it was adjacent to a residential subdivision. And I think they made the change to try to address that and still make the site usable for UPS.
Was that an alternative recommendation from the planning commission or suggestion? I'm just trying to figure out how they
Not
came up.
specifically. We have, actually, well, I did suggest at one point that they use the parking lot just for employees only, and they originally said that that was not possible. But then they had a change of heart and figured out a way to make it work.
Okay. Thank you. I was just trying to understand why we're going to send it back to the planning commission.
Anybody else? Thank you, Chairman. Ms. Berry?
Councilman Gillespie,
Yes.
Councilman Holloway,
Yes.
Councilman Mezza,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Seelow,
Yes.
Councilman T-Wall,
Yes.
and Councilman Thompson. Yes. Thank you.